critically acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me. And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
Plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the hard-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:45 to 5 p.m. with rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
It's Monday, March 10, 2025. This is CVM News at Noon. I'm Courtney Lewis. Thanks for joining us. Plans to build a mini stadium in East Kingston are underway. It's part of a plan to revamp sporting activities at the Camperdown High School. In an interview with CVM News, the Member of Parliament made a strong appeal to business owners and school alumni for support.
You know, Camperdown has always been a sports powerhouse, and it is our intention to develop a mini stadium just across from Bellevue Hospital, where we're going to have full sporting activities, arrangements, a venue to use as their home facility. So this is a major project that we are embarked on, and I will be providing tremendous assistance, financial assistance to the school towards that effort. So this is really an opportunity now to outreach, to say to the past students, to say to businesses that the school is in need. It has been, as I mentioned, a sporting powerhouse, and it is seeking to recapture those days as it also focuses on the academic achievements, cultural achievements, and so on. So I want to call everybody who can to come and give support, and especially to the girls.
Custos of Hanover Justice David Stair was laid to rest at the weekend. The late Custos was found dead at his home in the parish on February 5. President of the Hanover Justices of the Peace Association, Kanisha Payne Palmer, says the Custos's tenure was well served.
As the Custos Rotodorum of Hanover, he stood as a pillar of strength, compassion, and humility, embodying the very essence of selfless service. Dr. Stair was not just a medical doctor, but a true healer of hearts and minds. For many years, he served tirelessly at the Sandy Health Center and the University of the West Indies, bringing comfort to countless individuals with his professional expertise and genuine care. His role in the medical field went far beyond treating ailments. He was a counselor, a confidant, and a source of hope for those in need. His patients trusted him not only because of his skill, but because of his kindness, his attention, and the humanity he brought to each interaction.
Still in the West, the Grand Palladium Hotel in Hanover has teamed up with Green Island Primary School to plant the seeds of sustainability, cultivating a vegetable garden to promote environmental awareness. According to the hotel, this year's community outreach is focused on eco-friendly projects.
It's collaboration between the Palladium Hotel, along with RADA, and the Green Island Primary School. We are trying to feed our children. We are eating what we grow, and we are growing what we eat. We are having a container garden, but the intention is to get our students head by 4-H to plant different crops, and these products will be used in the canteen so the kids can have good, healthy diet.
Saturday, March 8, marked International Women's Day. During CVM's lead story, activist and founder of Her Flow Jamaica, Shelly-Ann Weeks, and director of research at Capri, Dr. Diana Thorburn, both agreed that while Jamaican women are better off than in other parts of the world, more needs to be done, especially by women in positions of power.
Jamaican women enjoy some things that a lot of people in first world countries are still fighting over. For example, menstrual products in Jamaica are not taxed. Like when you go to purchase them, we don't pay GCT on them. The United States still have tax on their menstrual products. So just that is very important to me because, you know, these products are necessary and expensive. But like I said, I think that we have done a lot, but we still have a lot of work to do.
You know, the structural issues that keep women paid so much less than men. Women in Jamaica earn about 61% of what men earn, despite all the progress that we've made, despite women overperforming or outperforming men academically, you know, being the majority in our educational institutions. So I'd say that's something that we need to work on. But I think I'd like to see, you know, we have all these women in Parliament. We're at this historic high, and I haven't seen those women use their, you know, whatever woman power they're supposed to have brought with them to be advocating for some of the issues that I was hoping they would advocate for. I haven't seen any meaningful advocacy on children's issues, on other issues relating to women, including the gender wage gap.
Gender and development advocate Judith Weatherburn echoed similar sentiments, noting expectations were always that women would carve the path for other women.
And I want to support what Diana said. Despite a wonderful 29% of women in Parliament, which is an achievement, and I agree. Where is the woman power?
Yes,
represented through the voices of the women in Parliament. And that leads me to what is even more disturbing. The size of the cabinet is what, 17, 21? I can't keep track of. To the best of my knowledge. There are 3 women in cabinet. Do we have more than 3? 4. Education, finance, gender,
foreign affairs,
whatever, and
foreign affairs.
Foreign affairs.
Yes.
Foreign affairs. But even so, that is
Malahufort, 5.
That is not something you want to jump and wave about. 5 out of what? 17, 21? That's just not good enough. So, and the cabinet is where the decisions are made.
There was a moment in cultural history captured in time when the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange, presented the UNESCO certificate to revivalist leaders. With that report, here's Joel Crosskill.
The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization is a specialized agency of the United Nations with the aim of promoting world peace and security through international cooperation in education, arts, sciences and culture. Its inscribing of the Revival Pilgrimage to Wat Town to the Intangible Cultural Heritage List in December during the meeting of the Intergovernmental Committee for the 2003 Convention for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity was welcomed by Bishop Donovan Morgan, the General Overseer for the Revival Mission Church, who is finally able to express just what it means for the commemoration and celebration of Jamaican revivalists.
Let me feel as if I'm going somewhere. The Revival Church is being lifted up, and we are grateful to God and the minister Minister Olivia Babs-Grange, who work alongside this organization, and we are rejoicing because today we can say that we are recognized. Amaya soldier.
According to the African Caribbean Institute of Jamaica, Jamaica Memory Bank, revivalism is a folk religion that emerged in Jamaica in the 1860s in response to British colonialism and religious oppression, adding that revivalism in Jamaica features the blatant retention of African spirituality, conflated with Christianity and other forms of Chinese and East Indian spiritual traditions. Minister Grange, who led the nomination process to UNESCO, expressed satisfaction at the recognition of the cultural aspects of the folk religion.
This is the first meeting, the first pilgrimage, which is held on the first Thursday in March. First pilgrimage to Wat Town since the inscription by UNESCO. And we thought it was important to nominate this pilgrimage for inscription because it's an element of revivalism. UNESCO does not inscribe religion, but UNESCO will inscribe elements that celebrate aspects of the religion. I'm filled with pride as someone of African ancestry. And I'm also very proud that I have been able to inspire by our action a body of people, a community that over the years was stigmatized, and now they can hold their heads high because they're now recognized by the world.
It becomes Jamaica's third UNESCO inscription, following those for the maroon heritage of Moortown in 2008 and the globally renowned reggae music genre in November 2019.
It will open doors for various activities, various grants to maintain the culture and to keep it alive. And it, more than anything else, has now made persons who practice revivalism and make them very proud.
Joel Crosskill, CVM News.
You're watching CVM News at Noon. We'll have more in just a moment.
The Bureau of Standards Jamaica is your conformance testing partner with over 54 years of serving Jamaican businesses. Our world-class lab testing services ensure the safety of your food and commodities that you take to market. We are positioned as a business enabler, driving business development, competitiveness, trade, and ensuring consumer safety. We have 5 times the capacity to test over other local labs, plus 10 labs with accredited tests and calibration. We set the standard that promotes safety to consumers in a number of industries, including food processing, agriculture, and construction, having tested over 57,000 products on average annually and growing.
Hi, my name is Welton Gooden and I'm the Executive Director of the Bureau of Standards. Let us take your products from lab to market.
Yes, it's tax time. March 17 is the due date for your income tax returns. Self-employed individuals are required to file their annual returns SO4 and estimated return SO4A. The income tax, education tax, NHT, and NIS due and payable on one return. Companies are required to file the ITO2, which is the annual return, and the estimated return ITO7. Visit jamaicatax.gov.jm or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better.
Arnett Gardens are back in a familiar top 2 position in the standings and look to keep pace with the high-flying Mount Pleasant. But they come up against a racing team in a good run of form and racing towards a playoff spot. It could get heated in the jungle for this edition of Monday Match Night. It's 2nd versus 7th in a battle of 2 talented outfits, Monday, March 10. See it happen on CVM TV starting at 7:45 p.m.
Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
Welcome back. It's time now for a discussion segment. Two major hotel developments in St. Anne, Jamaica are set to boost tourism and create thousands of jobs. The projects include a rebranded Royalton Chic Jamaica Paradise Cove in Runaway Bay and a new Secrets Resort and Spa in Richmond. Joining us now to discuss these new developments and more is Senator and Senior Strategist Delano Seavright. Welcome, sir.
Well, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to speak to me.
Awesome. So we'll just get right into it. Senator, what can you tell us about these new developments?
So in short, so we have two major hotel developments that are coming on stream this year in St. Anne. The first one is Jewel Paradise Cove in Runaway Bay, which has been bought by the TUI Global Hospitality Fund. The TUI Global Hospitality Fund is a German-based company, one of the largest travel companies in the world, based in Germany. They have bought the hotel. They're going to redevelop the hotel completely, and they hope to reopen the hotel at the end of 2026. There will be about 345 suites, full butler service, a number of dining areas, new swimming pools, and the whole works. And then the second hotel, that will be brand new out of the ground, will be the new Secrets Resort in St. Anne by Richmond, St. Anne, and that will be about 750 rooms upon completion. Now, both hotels will employ in excess of 3,000 workers, and beyond that, we're going to see at least 1,500 construction workers engaged in the development of both properties.
So we're seeing many hotels going up. We just had one in Hanover, and we're hearing of more in Runaway Bay and in St. Anne. How do these developments align with Jamaica's long-term tourism strategy?
So as it stands now, we're very keen on putting more rooms into the tourism space here. We have had a number of openings in the last year. Certainly we had a Rio Aquarel in Falmouth, Trelawney. That's about 753 rooms, employing just about 1,400 workers, I think. We have the Princess Resort in Hanover that was recently opened too, late last year, with 1,000 rooms and employing in excess of 1,500 workers. It is critical that we continue to grow the product for a multiplicity of reasons. One, the job creation is solid. Two, the business opportunities for many business operators, whether you're a farmer, whether you're in manufacturing, whether you're providing services, persons in entertainment, the attractions and the ground transportation operators, all do very well when we have new rooms coming on stream. It really does enhance business opportunities across the board and benefit multiple persons. We do know too that there are challenges as it relates to one of the big challenges we're facing in the sector is housing for workers. Because we have this rapid growth in specific areas of the country, we do not have similar rapid growth in housing stock, and it's proven to be a huge challenge for the sector. And this is why over the last, certainly the last several years, we have been quite insistent, and Prime Minister Andrew Holness himself has also been insistent on that, and Minister Bartlett, to push for hotels to also include housing arrangements as part of their development plans. And already we see that moving in the right direction. Princess in Hanover built just over 500 new apartments, essentially, for some of their workers. We know Grand Palladium in Hanover, which is going to go through a massive expansion. They're adding just about 1,000 new rooms across 2 new resorts that will come alongside Grand Palladium and Lady Hamilton resorts. That they too have a plan to build up over 500 apartments for workers. And we also see the same for Bahia Principe, which has a massive expansion plan in the works, which will see the dramatic expansion of Bahia Principe to include villas and golf course, a fishing village, and so much more. And they too will have housing for workers. So we do know that there are challenges in the space that we need to tackle. And among those challenges is a need for housing for workers, and that's something we're prioritizing.
I'm so glad you brought that up. But beyond housing, are there any plans to expand infrastructure in St. Anne to support the increased number of tourists that these developments are expected to attract?
Yes, excellent question. As you know, and as your viewers know, the traffic situation in St. Anne, especially between the toll road roundabout in the vicinity of Draxall, Ocherius there, heading all the way to Richmond is a huge problem, and even further out into Runaway Bay too. The government does have plans that are on track, including the North Coast Highway project, which I know is on track and going through the motions in our system, that will see to the dualization of the entire North Coast Highway from outside Rose Hall in St. James heading straight into just outside of Ocherius in St. Anne. That's a critical project and will include also bypass highways or bypass roads around several major towns along that corridor, including, I believe, Runaway Bay. We believe that will help greatly in alleviating the traffic congestion that currently exists, but we know that there's going to be even more congestion in the coming year or two when some of these hotels start getting out of the ground. Beyond that, I know too that our water infrastructure, thankfully our hotels are moving in the direction of not stressing existing infrastructure where they can. So Princess, for example, has its own water system. It doesn't draw on the